Hi everyone, this is Tin Goose, and today we are going to get down and dirty with substrate. So I wanted to talk to you about the difference in substrate, and I think the 75 is a really good experiment in the differences in substrate. So what I'm going to do is start by showing you some of the footage that's from right after I set up the 75. I'm going to start off on the right of the tank, and we're going to look at the sand side that was planted, and I used some crypts. It was the same crypts. I actually split up into multiple that I unpacked, and I planted the crypts on the right side into the sand, and then I had a little bit left over that I planted just a little tiny leafling over on the left side and the Eco-Complete substrate. So here I am in the 75 over a year ago with Eco-Complete on one side and the sand substrate on the other, and as you can see, about the same size of plant in both cases. So now let's fast forward to today, and we'll bring the camera in. So here we are back to today, and that little tiny crypt that I planted over here, you can see about over a year later, is doing phenomenal. Just bushy and has fully grown. Snout runners everywhere. I've been pulling runners from here left and right and using those in other tanks. Now let's take a look at the sand, and we get a little bit of a different story. So there you go. There's that same little crypt from a year ago. Hasn't done much since it's been there. The leaves don't look very good. Probably want to move it because I'm just learned how much these crypts take up from their roots versus the water column. It's not to say you can't have plants and sand substrate. The jungle valve, for example, it just goes crazy in here. It takes up a lot of nutrients from the water column. It does have a pretty extensive root system, but the sand has been just fine for it. This hygrophila as well takes up a lot of nutrients from the water column. I had a huge one that just got massive here. I finally ripped the whole thing out. And these are just little clippings from one in the back that I decided to replant here recently. And it will send out and root pretty strongly in that sand substrate, but it takes up most of its nutrients from the water column and doesn't rely on the sand. I have been using root tabs for hygrophila and the compacta, and you can see that it will maybe make a difference for the hygrophila, but the compacta really needs more in terms of substrate. So looking at that Eco-Complete, and I know a lot of you out there will say it's not the best plant substrate, but it's a good one. It's for the price you pay. I think you get a really good quality planted substrate you can use in your tanks. There are all sorts of plant soils you can use or plant substrates you can use to help grow your plant tank. But I'd recommend this one. You can just really see the difference. So I found this fascinating. I think it's a really great example of kind of controlling for one thing in a tank. So this is the same lighting, same CO2 schedule, same water column, same dosing schedule, and I'm just using two different substrates in the same tank, and just look at the difference I got with a plant that does require a really solid substrate where it takes up a lot of nutrients from that substrate. So there you have it, down and dirty with planted substrate. What are you guys using out there? Please leave your comments down below of what you used in your plant tanks. What have you had success with? What have you had challenges with? What's really worked in your tank? What's worked with certain kind of plants? I'd love to know. So leave your comments down below. Ask any questions about my tanks. I'll be happy to get back to you. Please like, subscribe. I do videos pretty regularly and topics like this, so just look for more in the future. Videos in the future. I was going well, and then I did that.
Oh, you did awesome.
I know. What did I say?
Do you want to rewatch it?
I know, can I? That. Alright, so there we go, right there. No, thank you. Alright, so. Alright, so that was down and dirty with planted substrate and my dog right here. Ellie, get a picture. Come on here, bud. Oh my goodness, what do you use in your planted tank area, Elliot? Oh. Yeah. They're all black. You don't really fit very well in this. And they always show up. It's like a big black screen. Mr. Terrible. Mr. Terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that face.